This video is going to be about the Mexican-American War. We already know the background information for it. We have to start at Texas. Texas is going to be the jumping start to the Mexican-American War. And just some background information is we're going to start with the road to war. We should already know that the Texas independence is going to be a huge part of it because of the border disputes. That's not how you spell border. Dear Lord. And also, Manifest Destiny. The desire to own everything from the sea to shining sea. And Mexico is basically stopping us from doing that at this point. President James Polk is going to be obviously president at this time. He is going to really kind of, for the lack of better phrasing, he wants war. To gain So he's going to want war so he can get the territory he needs to complete the Manifest Destiny. And it's all going to start with the border disputes. Mexico does not recognize the river that was determined from the Texas Revolution as the border of the Rio Grande River. Mexico sees that the Nueces River is the border. United States believes that the Rio Grande is the border. So if I get the textbook real quick on page 309, you'll see that, if I can get this right. Okay, so you can see that this is going to be pretty much disputed. We have Mexico here, my giant hand out of the way, and this color orange right here is going to be the disputed area. So the Rio Grande River runs this way, and Texas is over here. Notice how small Texas is according to Mexico. It's this green territory right here. Very, very, very tiny. The Nueces River runs right like that. That's the Nueces River right there. And so they believe that the border needs to follow that river up until here, and they just kind of make it up this way. So they want Texas to be very, very small because Mexico doesn't recognize the whole Texas independence. And so they want all of their territory still. But us Americans, Texas truly believed that the Rio Grande was the border between Texas and Mexico. So all of this territory right here is going to be the disputed territory. This is like, if you ever know anything about World War I, no man's land, this right here, no one goes into because they both believe that they claim it. The United States believes that they own it, so they want to move in. Mexico believes they own it and they want to move in. So if we have two hostile nations in a disputed area right here that share borders, what do you think is going to happen? If the United States puts people there, Mexico is going to view that as an act of war, and they're going to start shooting at them. And if the Mexico goes into this territory, the United States thinks it's going to be, the United States thinks it's theirs, that's going to start a war. We're going to start shooting at them. And so now it's just a waiting game. Who is going to go into this territory first with troops to start a war? Mexico's waiting on the United States. The United States is waiting on Mexico. Polk wants Mexico to shoot first because if they do, we look like the good guys at the end when we, quote, win. Mexico wants the United States to do it first. And it's going to be kind of a disputed battle. Or it's going to be tricky for a little bit. So here's what Polk is going to do. Polk is purposely going to put into the disputed territory on purpose. So Americans, okay, so put troops in disputed area. Because Americans are moving west, right? They were moving into California, and Polk's reason for sending troops is to, quote, protect them. But he's purposely going to put him in the disputed area, causing Mexico to do what? Shoot them! So there's going to be a little skirmish between, so Mexico, the Rio Grande. So when Mexico sees troops coming into the disputed area, they're also going to send troops too. So if this is the disputed area right here, and Mexico is over here, United States is over here, they send troops in, they send troops in. So as soon as we put troops in here, Mexico's going to put troops in there. Now, as soon as Mexico crosses, Polk is automatically going to declare war, saying that Mexico came in first and went into their territory. So Polk is going to declare war on Mexico, and the Mexican-American War has started. I lost the rest of my notes.